is wood glue. I'm gonna glue my goatee.
Oh, you had it right there. Cut it off?
No, Brad, just go from the top. Drag it down. Okay, I think it's.
Huh?
He doesn't believe in that.
I don't believe in that Satan.
Why doesn't that freaking thing pop?
I'm gonna make Satan. Don't push it at it.
I don't know why that thing's not popping on here. Let me grind this side.
Let me go get it.
I got one. I got it. When I was a child, I thought as a child. But now that I'm grown up, for some reason, I'm still stuck as a child. Pretty wild when you think about it. It's kind of one of those concerning things that you just have to kind of embrace, kind of make adjustments, adapt to certain conditions. I'm not going to get into all the nasty details in this video, in this story, in this message. If you want really the nasty, terrible details, you're going to have to go to my other channel. My other channel is the one that probably is a little bit more edgy, a little bit more taboo. You know, it's talking about all the subjects that are taboo. Personal life, religion, politics. Well, I might touch on politics once in a while, but most people get turned off by that because they're like, oh no, you can't tell me about different policies that I may not like those policies. But wait. I'm not going to get into it right here, so you gotta keep it cool. Just give me a second. You know, I was listening to Christian radio, kind of like what I used to do a lot. Well, actually, I still do a lot. I might keep my eyes and my hands occupied while my ears are listening to preaching or some different kind of motivational, well, kind of in the motivational way. But for the most part, it was just some good preaching and teaching that I would listen to. I remember back in the day, probably when I was late teens, well, honestly, it's probably my early teen years, I would get out of school. The first thing I would do after school, I want to go play. Unfortunately, my mom kind of discouraged me going outside with my friends and playing. If I got enough peer pressure from my friends, I would go outside and I would go and do stuff with them, like whatever it is. Most of the time, like especially on a Friday, they would want me to be around just so they could play ditch 'em on the street. Ditch 'em was one of those games that you break up into teams. Well, I guess it's kind of like capture the flag, but it wasn't really capture the flag because we didn't capture any flags. All we had to do is run to the other side of the neighborhood, and whoever got there without getting tagged was safe. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about my hobby. And there's many people who share this hobby. And I think you might really enjoy just a little bit of a mind of a Generation X. Well, allegedly, Generation X is like people that were born in the 60s, 70s, and some of the 80s. It breaks apart at some point, but it's just a certain segment of the population that just had different experiences during that time. I'm not going to get into all those experiences because, of course, this is not the channel for it. But I'm going to talk to you about how, well, let's break it down this way. There's 5 W's and an H when you're studying any material. Like I learned that probably 30 years ago when I got an International Inductive Study Bible. And when you read the Bible, you're supposed to ask you the 5 W's and the H. The 5 W's and the H. The H is how. The 5 W's, who, what, where, why, when. Those are the questions you ask yourself. So I guess the who in this story is me. Where? I guess the suburbs of Los Angeles, a place called Norwalk, California. When? Well, we'll say, just for the sake of the story, it started in the 80s. Probably the mid-80s, when certain events happened that I won't mention here, but you gotta know the background a little bit just to kind of understand. You know, it does help to know where you've been, when you're going somewhere, when you're not really, shoot. You know, I'm at loss for words right now, so let's just kind of get back to the regular thing that we're talking about. And we're talking about adult fans of Lego. I'm one, and I'm just going to be speaking for myself. But I think there's a lot of similarities and a lot of things that we probably got in common. The first time I ever met an adult fan of Lego, well, it might have even been sooner than that. But the time I remember the most was when I was up in Northwest Washington. Northwest Washington, I brought like a whole van full of all my Legos. Yeah, and I had a lot. I was collecting from 2006 to like 2008. I had a major collection because like I didn't have a huge amount of bills. You know, when you try to tell a story about yourself, you don't really know what details to include. You don't know, like, the time when you were a child and that very bad thing happened to you, and you don't want to mention it on certain platforms, or maybe certain audience might hear it and not really understand. But then there's also the fun details that are like really cool. Like that one time you made a really cool roadster out of your Lego and you were proud of it and took pictures, and your dad was kind of impressed by it. Maybe impressed a little bit, not too like thrilled, but it's just the way it is. But when you tell stories about hobbies and different pursuits, especially the one I'm going to talk to you about today, if you watch any of my other videos, you'll be probably, oh, okay, I think I know where this guy's going with this.
Or maybe random. Maybe just, that's me in the corner, that's me in the spotlight, that's me losing my ideas. Losing my ideas. Is there a more skyline? But how long is it? What? So, I guess it's a good time to rehearse my video for Wednesday. I try to do a video every Wednesday. Why not, you know? And then this video is going to be called, oh, Skyline. More of the skyline. There you go, see? Is that better? Is that better right there? More of the skyline, and I'm rehearsing for my Tim's Variety Show. Tim's Variety Show. got too many hobbies and not enough time. I think I'm afraid of being bored. I got dishes in the sink and the bathroom starts to stink. I think I'm afraid of being bored. I got abilities but no capabilities. Tim's Variety, Tim's Variety, Tim's Variety Show. So, yeah, I was having a conversation with a friend, a female friend. She's not super hot, but she's up there. She has all her parts, and I'm not saying if you don't have all your parts you're not beautiful, but I'm just saying that she's pretty symmetrical. She's pretty and symmetrical. So we're having a conversation. I was telling her, you know, I said to her, I want to make a painting for you. What kind of art do you like? She's all, oh, you paint? I said, yeah, I have a lot of hobbies. And then she's all, do you work
know
out?
when you try to tell a story about yourself,
No.
you don't
And
really
then
know
she's
what
all,
details
that
to
should
include.
be a hobby you would consider because
You don't know, like the time when you were a child and that very bad thing happened to you, and you don't want to mention it on certain platforms, or maybe certain audience might hear it and not really understand.
And that's what.
But then there's also the fun details that are like really cool. Like that one time you made a really cool roadster out of your Lego and you were proud of it and took pictures, and your dad was kind of impressed by it. Maybe impressed a little bit, not too like thrilled, but it's just the way it is. But when you tell stories about hobbies and different pursuits, especially the one I'm going to talk to you about today, if you watch any of my other videos, you'll be probably, oh, okay, I think I know where this guy's going with this. So I'm doing my live stream today. I had 2 people watching for like maybe 5 minutes. I got excited and then I must have done something that was kind of weird, and then they signed off. So that's me. Her. This is how it looks. Got a light over here. I got a light over here. And I got the webcam right there. It's all an illusion, they say, until you don't know what to say. Shoot, one more. Ooh. Okay.
So here's some hard drives. This says portable, 80 gigabyte portable hard drive. Jeez. I don't know if this is right. This is Seagate. This is 500 gigabytes, it says on there. I think I pulled this from a cable box. Here's a Hitachi drive, 320 gigabytes for a laptop. And here's oh, this is the old one. I think that's an old-fashioned one right here. Let's see. Woo. Did you do it? Damn it. Here, record it. No, we gotta get closer to the nut, fool.
I need some light.
Don't record bullshit.
Give me some
What's
lighting.
that all
Here.
about?
I burn all my hairs off.
Oh, Devin, what did you do?
Did it?
Just kidding.
Don't you dare piss me off.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
you.
I would like to put in my 2 cents.
What?
Whenever anybody does something, you do it to the loving extent, not in a hurried extent.
You think your son loves you?
No.
Well, Devin, you do it to your loving extent.
Well, I never hurry anything.
Yeah, only love.
Oh, well, I know someone that tries, but it won't work.
Oh,
Open your
damn.
mouth,
Is that Devin?
I only stalk women. That's not trying enough.
What the frick? Why isn't it popping in place?